Hey, this is Seagrove, and today I want to talk to you guys about what's probably been one of, if not the most requested deck list from people just messaging me online and such. And that's the top 8 list I used at a local league cup with 40 something people, and that's Trevenant Zoroark. So I just wanted to show you guys the list. Unfortunately, it couldn't fit, so I had to cut out like the choice band, Flowstone, DCE, and Psychic Energy and move them up to the top, but you can see the list here. So anyways, there's some other weird stuff going on because of that. But anyways, this is the list. It's a 4-4 Zoroark. I feel like I don't need to talk about that. It's kind of self-explanatory. Then you have 3-2-1-1 Trevenant. I was playing 3 Psychic Trevenant from Breakpoint because it's really good against Buzzwole. Psychic and DCE does 70 plus 10 for each energy they have on. So one shot's a baby, and if they have 3 energies on a GX, it one shots a GX, and if not, with a choice band, it one shots a GX. Then you have the grass one that helps out with Lycanroc and a few other matchups for sure. And then the break just gives more HP. And the spread attack is nice from time to time. So then there was one Giratina promo. I added the Giratina promo last minute in place of a Mewtwo from Evolutions because there were a lot of Greninja. I didn't end up playing Greninja, but the Giratina promo ended up being fine. Now that I think about it, Mewtwo would have been better, but it ended up, I used it one game. So then I had a 1-1 Malamar. I dropped the 1-1 Phantump Trevenant for the 1-1 Malamar because there were times when I just got behind and I couldn't keep up with needing a 2 energy and against matchups where I needed to attack with the Psychic Trevenant. So that's why I did that. And then 2 Lele, 2 Evosoda. I like Evosoda in Stage 1 Zoroark decks unless they have abilities that says play from hand. Then I'll just go for the Olivia. But yeah, so then I played 2 Field Blower, 1 Max Potion, 4 Puzzle, 1 Rescue Stretcher. That was a Super Rod, and then when I put the Malamar in, I took it out for a Rescue Stretcher. Then for Ultra Ball, the Parallel, the Malamar allowed me to play Parallel over a Special Charge. 4 Brigette, 2 Cynthia, 2 N, 3 Guzma, 1 Mallow, 1 Sycamore. I normally play 3 Cynthia, 2 Sycamore in my Zoroark decks. 3 Cynthia, 2 N, or 2 Cynthia, 2 N, and an Olivia. But this one, I often found I wanted a Sycamore, so I decided to play Sycamore in testing. Yeah, and then 3 Choice Band. I could definitely cut down to 2. 1 Floatstone, 4 DCE, and 4 Psychic. And again, the Malamar allowed me to play 4 Psychic instead of 5. So I felt really good about that change. Okay, so round 1, I played against a friend, Ryan Nelson. And as soon as we got paired, I was like, this is going to be... I know he's going to play something crazy because he always plays crazy stuff. And as soon as I sat down to my friend Sean Stover. I was like, dude, watch our game. It's going to be nuts. I'm telling you, it's going to be nuts. And then Ryan sits down. He's like, I'm just going to scoop. I'm like, what? Dude, don't scoop. You came here to compete. And he's like, well, I know you're close to your invite, and I want you to get your invite. And I was like, do not. If you want to do that, that's awesome, but don't feel any pressure. He's like, no, I want to. I was like, all right, but we're going to play, right? He's like, yeah, we'll play. So we played. He was playing Noivern. I'm not going to go into the detail, but he's playing a Noivern deck. And he did a Boom Burst GX, I think is what it's called. And put 50 on all my Pokemon. And he had a... the thing that spreads damage, not the Lele, but something else. Anyways, that moves damage around. So, Spiritomb. So, I Max Potioned, double puzzled, Max Potioned, retreated into Lele, attached to Psychic, and GX'd. So I healed off 200 damage. Actually, I think it was 220 because one of my things already had, or 200, I don't know, more than 200 damage. So that was pretty cool. But we ended up tying. He would have won in like 2 more turns, and then he just grabbed the match slip, circled win for me, and signed. So I was like, I got lucky there for sure. The next round I played against Tristan Lackey. He was playing Malamar. I think he prized a few energy because he seemed to be having trouble finding energy. But he took a 1 prize knockout. I took a 2 prize knockout. He took a 1 prize. I took a 2 prize knockout. I took a 2 prize knockout. All he needed was a Guzma to win. All I needed was a Guzma to win. He took a 1 prize knockout. At least this is how I remember it. So I needed a Guzma to win. This part I know. I had a Guzma and I had double puzzle for another Guzma in my discard. He ends me into choice Guzma. And I'm like, okay, cool, I win. He retreats into, he triple uses Malamar 3 times to power up his Giratina promo, attacks, discards my Guzma. I draw for turn, it's a Cynthia, and I'm like, I need to end because I'm sure he has Guzma. He's got 8 cards in hand now after taking those prizes, and he hasn't played a Guzma, or maybe he played 1. His deck was pretty thin. So I'm like, I need an end or I'm going to lose. So, because he's got 2 prizes left. And he has an Ultra Necrozma on bench. So I trade, didn't get it. Trade, didn't get it. No, I only have 1 trade. So I trade, I didn't get it. I play Cynthia. And as I'm shuffling, I'm like, I mean, you probably got Guzma, and I'm probably not going to be able to win or anything. And, or I was like, you probably have Guzma, so this is probably game over, but let's just see. And he's like, yeah, I have Guzma. And I'm like, shouldn't tell me that, but okay. So then it felt really weird. It felt bad because he told me that, and I probably would have done this anyways, but because his hand was just so big and there were so few cards left in deck, he hadn't used any Guzma. So I draw a parallel, and I parallel myself to get rid of everything because I drew back into a Guzma. And then I got rid of all my EXs and GXs. He takes a single knockout. I just need a DCE for game because he already had damage on his Ultra Necrozma that he had to attack with. And I got the DCE, and I also had a draw supporter. So the parallel made sense. But it felt really weird. And he was even like, I mean, if you parallel yourself, you know, I can't win. I'm like, yeah, I know. But I feel like you shouldn't be telling me this. So that was kind of a weird game. He's a good player and a good friend, so I don't know. It was weird. Anyway, so then round 3, I played against another good friend, Chris Diller, a very good friend of mine. He was playing Hoopa, and I just kept Guzming and double puzzling for Guzmas, and I knocked out everything that wasn't Hoopas with Zoroarks. And he had to put down a ring root twice. So I took 2 prizes on that. He started a Lugia, and he wanted to spread once with Coco, which made a lot of sense in the context of the game. So I took 4 prizes there, and he had 2 Hoopa left, and I had hit his Hoopa with a Giratina promo, and he knocked it out because it's weak to dark. And then I promote Trubbish and evolve to the Grass Trevenant and knock out, and he has like I might not remember this exact, but I think he had 4 trainers in hand, or 3 trainers in hand, and then he draws for turn, and I think it was a Guzma because I don't think he had that in hand or something. Anyways, he Guzmas, knocks out my Zoroark, and I'm like, okay, so if he pulled a trainer off the prizes, I win. I can not one shot, and if not, I lose because I already had damage. So I had 3 trades on board. I'm like, dude, I know I need to trade here. I don't care. I'm attacking. Did you pull a trainer? And he flips it over, and he pulled a trainer. So I knew there was a pretty good chance because he plays like 12 energy, and I'm guessing, I don't know, this is estimate, like 12 energy and 8 Pokemon. So I knew there was a pretty good chance at least one of the 2 cards was a trainer, and so I got it. Then I played against another Malamar deck, and against this Malamar, I took a knockout on Lele, a knockout on Necrozma with a he like knocked out my Zoroark with his regular Necrozma GX, and so I put a choice band onto Trevenant and knocked it out, and then he knocked out that, and then I Guzma'd and knocked out his Dawn Wings with Zoroark, if I remember correctly. And so that was 4-0 at this point, and then I ID'd round 5, I ID'd round 6, and so I was 4 wins, 0 losses, 2 ties. Played top 8. I played against Ryan Allred in top 8, another friend, and Ryan. I actually we played at the tournament yesterday, and another cup yesterday, and I had one there, and he was playing we were doing Buzzwole Mirror, and here he was playing Buzzwole, and I was playing Trevenant, obviously. And game 1, I can't remember if I didn't draw well. I know I had a Brigette turn 1 and no draw supporter, and then I didn't draw that great game 1. I think I drew okay, but not great. And then game 2, he had a good start, but then like got into like turn 2 or 3 end into nothing. So he didn't draw great game 2. And then game 3, there was a really interesting scenario. He got to go first. I Brigitte turn 1. I had a really good setup. But I have a Zorua active. I attach a Psychic to my benched Phantump. And then he goes and because I couldn't get Phantump to attack. So he knocks out Zorua, and then I pull up with a GX. Then I pull up Phantump, put on DCE, evolve to Trevenant from hand. All that was in hand. I N or Cynthia or whatever. And then I get a choice band, and I'm like, maybe I don't play the choice band here, because choice band gets me knockout on Buzzwole, but if I don't knock it out, the next turn I can break, and then a spread will knock it out, and that'll give me another turn to set up so I don't get overwhelmed by B-strings. And then I was like, no, I think I just take the knockout here. So I thought all that in my head, and I put the choice band on, I knock out the Buzzwole GX, he promotes something with a float stone, draws return, B-strings onto a Baby Buzz to get 3 energies on it. There was already one. B-strings onto another Baby Buzz to get 3 energies on it because there was already one on it. Plays Cynthia, I think, or Sycamore. I think it was Cynthia. Gets another gets a Buzzwole with the Broke the Hill. I think hits a third B-string onto that Buzz. Comes in with that Buzz that has just 2 energies on it, and knocks out with the 120 attack because he needs the second energy, and then I couldn't knock it out. So I lost because of that. I think I should have not played the choice band. I think I should have just done 160, and then the next turn I could have spread, and that would have even put them in knockout range for a Zoroark, which isn't ideal, but better than leaving them on 4 prizes. So yeah, I think that was a misplay, but he ended up taking the game. I just got overwhelmed. At the end, he had I knocked out that one Buzz eventually, but he had 2 Baby Buzz with 4 energies on it. So I just didn't have a shot. Like it was rough. So I think I misplayed there, but super fun deck. Definitely some changes. I think I can go down to 2 choice band. The Giratina promo is either way. I like the Malamar a lot. 1-1 was fine in Zoroark. And then I really like the Max Potion, the Evosoda. The Parallel was good against Malamar, but that's it. But I think it's worth it. It would also be good in Zoroark, but I didn't play Zoroark. Yeah, so I think that was pretty good. I've seen some other interesting lists, but I like mine, and I'm pleased with how it ran and how I did. I certainly got lucky, but I'll talk. I have an interesting analogy video coming up where I'm going to talk about luck and skill and where that gets you in terms of tournament ends, and I'm really looking forward to making that video. But yeah, good luck to everybody with their cups, and everybody who wants to play some Spice. This is definitely an option if you're interested. And hopefully you guys all have great lucks with your cups, and I'll get to see you at the North American International Championships because I'll be there. So good luck, and thanks for watching.